Hello and welcome, I'm SerroDan and this is your guide to solo in Blackrock Foundry on Mythic difficulty. In this video we'll be covering the Black Forge. Here we have Hans'gar and Franzok, Flamebender Ka'graz and Kromog. So starting out at Hans'gar and Franzok. This is not the hardest boss in here at all. Throughout the fight the bosses will take it in turns to jump in and out of the field. But don't worry, they share the same health pool, so it doesn't matter. Whilst they do that, there will be several abilities that will come into place. You may notice we're on a massive treadmill doing some interval training. These will turn on and off throughout the fight, but you can bypass this by having to not move at all, just by standing in the space between the bouts. But when they are on, be sure to look behind you, because you may notice some searing hot Pop-Tarts heading your way. And of course they do some damage to you, so just sidestep them. Another ability to look out for are the stampers. You can see where they're going to land when the space on the floor glows. These are the heavier damage abilities, just move out of the glowing spot as soon as you can. Depending on how fast you DPS the boss, you may bug out the stampers and they may remain in place, but they'll soon disappear, there's nothing to worry about there. When both of the beautiful specimens are on the field, and again depending on how fast you DPS them, you will see some smart stampers. These detect where you are and call forward a stamper. The floor will slowly glow and the brighter it gets, the sooner you're going to be pancaked. So before it gets too bright, skip to the next stamper spot and just repeat until they stop. Just repeat the processes and you'll have them down in no time at all, and then straight on to the next boss, after all the trash. Flamebender Ka'graz is the easier of the three bosses, not a huge amount to it, just a few side steps and nuke the boss down. It's best off before starting the encounter to start off at the side of the room and work your way around so you're not overlapping her abilities. First things first, you may notice she has a friend, Aknor. He is a pain in the bum if left alive. He will occasionally stun you, so let's kill him off as priority number 1. Ka'graz will whip the ground towards you now and then, lighting it up on fire. So, here, surprisingly, we just move out of the way, so we don't get damage. She will also throw magic spinning weapons to your location, which again, deal damage. Oh, and again, move out the way. Throughout the fight she will gain different abilities, but majority of them deal little damage to us now. But the key one you will notice and see are the Cinder Wolves. These will run around and fixate onto you, dealing damage. To get rid of them, you don't just get the rolled up newspaper, you just flat out kill them. But they almost die within 8 seconds of each other, otherwise they'll come back to life like zombie dogs. Depending on how fast your DPS is, you may only see all of these abilities once, because once she reaches 100 molten energy, she will perform this big ability, Firestorm. That's not so big anymore, but used to do a lot of damage, but not really now. Upon completion of that, she will reset back to 0 molten energy, and you just repeat the fight as you just did. But this time round, there's another ability, the Fire Rain, Magma Monsoon. You just need to stand out the swirls, there's nothing more simpler than that. But super easy, and you'll see all know what I mean. On to the next. On to Kromog. What is he hiding down there? His tiny feet. Another easy boss this one. Most of the damage he does not really have an effect on us anymore. But there is still a few things to look out for, particularly on the floor. To get the best DPS here, you want to make sure you don't get the clap. Should I say clap? Well, it is what happens, but at the same time it's got a very different... No, I've said clap. I will stand by my clap. People will love and start spreading my... No, okay. That digressed. So when you're DPSing the boss down, pay attention to what's under your feet. If there is a red rune, quickly move out of it before you get crushed by the hands coming together. Kromog will summon 2 of these, and once they're both up, they will activate as if someone is on them and come together. There are 2 other types of runes, brown and yellow. When the brown ones come into play, 3 of them will appear on the field. and after a few seconds pillars will rise out of them, and these can be targeted and killed. The pillars played a part in surviving Kromog's Call of the Mountain ability, but whilst he's still casting Trembling Earth, the brown runes, lots of little spikes will rise up under your feet interrupting you. You just sidestep them and have a little bit of a dance with them. It does not look like you really need to take down the pillars at all anymore, because it's not as much damage as I thought. When they went down, you used to hide behind them not to take damage from Kromog's Call of the Mountain, but it does not seem to one-shot you now. But if you want to, you can still take them down and mitigate a little bit of damage. One rune which will kill you if not handled correctly are the yellow ones, Rune of Grasping. These yellow ones will fill up the whole room, and you need to pick and choose one and stand on it. A hand will rise up out of it and grab you. Don't panic, don't kill it straight away. As soon as Kromog stops casting Thundering Blows, you can kill it. Otherwise, if you're hit by Thundering Blows, you'll be thrown up in the air and probably die from falling damage. Just repeat these stages and you'll have them down. And that is the Black Forge. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to comment, like and subscribe. And if you're interested in soloing more with Blackrock Foundry, find the other guides in the description. But for now, take care.